Okay, so everybody, welcome to our stream today. And we're going to be doing lots of stuff, but we're going to be focusing more on branding. As you can see, you are seeing a very lovely baby here. All right, so okay, let me cancel this. So as you can see, you are seeing a very lovely baby here, and we're going to be building a brand guide for a website. So the website is going to be a clothing brand for a clothing brand or baby store website, an online store website. So that's what we're going to do. And the first set of things that we are going to do is we are going to be looking at a brand guide, right? It's not something serious, it's for an upcoming video that we are going to be making, right? So once we are able to create a brand guide, we'll be able to now start building the landing page. Then we'll now start working on it with and working with it on Figma. Then lastly, we're going to build it with I'm thinking between Elementor and what do they call this other plugin, Cadence. So I'm thinking between both of them. So I picked a name, right? I picked Google Gaga. It's actually quite a weird name, but I just felt like, okay, let me just do something cool, something very nice. And yeah, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at if there are other brand names. We're going to do research, we're going to do some other things and try to see what we can come up with this. So the first thing that I am going to do is I'm going to search. So during the course of searching, I actually saw a brand name Google Gaga. Like, funny enough, there was a cartoon like funny Google Gaga baby plus stuff, right? So if you guys go down here, you can actually find the video. And they actually said, I don't know if this thing is gonna play. Let me see. Okay. Let me don't play children cartoons here. All right, so as you can see, it's just some Google Gaga thingy there. So here, the next thing that we are going to do is we're going to be using this brand style guide, something like this, to represent, but we not may not do a full-blown out brand guide. I just need something to build the landing page. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to copy the name. We're going to be using Figma to build it. So this is going to be more like the brand guide. Then I'm just going to write the name. This is the first time actually using Figma to build a logo, like professional, not professional in a way, but a logo that I'm going to use out there, like that. So, yeah. So, yeah. So this is what I'm thinking. Then ChatGPT gave us some colors. Target audience. We are looking at young and modern parents, age 24 to 25. Expecting mom and dads. Gifts givers. Okay. Family and friends. Design conscious tech savvy shoppers. Okay. And sorry, that's yawning a little bit. So, the core brand, playful yet clean, trustworthy and warm, stylish, simplicity, general. Okay, so I need to get this color code because I don't know how these colors are looking like. So let's get them into our Figma. So I'm just gonna draw this out here and paste. Huh, okay. I think it's picked the color from our design. So let's copy the second one. Oh, okay. This is white, but not necessarily white, not like an off-white cream. Okay. So let's copy this. Oh, okay. Okay, I just think it's picking the colors from here. Okay, I just think it's picking the colors from there. But this is not a bad color to have for a baby site, right? Okay, not a bad color to have for a baby site. It's actually a nice color combination. So we're also going to be looking at some uh, poppins. Poppins. I've used poppins a whole lot. Let's see poppins. Let's see what poppins would give to us. Okay, poppins isn't that bad. I think poppins is going to give us what I am thinking. So I'm thinking of separating the gaga out of it. Go, go, then. Yeah, go, go, gaga. If we join it, it's going to be one word. Okay, so I'm not going to be doing some serious branding here. Okay, I think we're going to go with popping. Okay, is there anything you said? Website design, elemental, navigation, e-commerce, nothing. So tone. So let's go to Behance and check for inspirations. Okay, so we're going to is this is notification for me. Oh, so I appreciate this project. Wow, this project has been an old one. Baby websites, baby. Hmm, clothing, brand identity. Let's try branding. Yeah, this kind of look like our color. Let's just open it in one side. Let's see. Like I said, nothing too serious. Nothing too serious. Yeah, I would love this. Okay, this brand is actually nice. I'm not doing a full out branding. I might do that later on, but it's actually nice. This is a nice presentation, right? This is a nice presentation. Let's see, this is loading. Okay, not bad. You use the soft, I think soft purple up. You can it's not pink, it's purple. So we're going to try to, Oh, okay. Okay. I think our color we have something like this, something of this color or style. Hmm. Okay, let's go and look into ours. So we're going to be going with this. We are definitely going to go with this, but how do we play with this? I think as if we want to do that cool brand, we can have from this baby. I think we can take um some kind of like Mickey Mouse kind of thingy where you have one. Let me just do this. You have one here. Be on the same line. Good. Then let's give it the same color? Let's just make it white first. I like designing my logos in black and white. Then let me see if I can get, I don't know, I've never really thought of a slice in After Effects before. Like, sorry, in huh, let's see. Google Gaga. Oh, neat. This is neat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I am enjoying this. This bring me. It's been a while I've seriously done anything regarding brand identity, right? From this girl baby stuff, I think I'm enjoying this. So I can call this Google Gaga. This could be a simple logo, right? And let's see if we joint it and with logos you have different stuff. Let's see if I duplicate it. Oh geez, I missed the ear. I missed the ear. So let's copy everything. Guga. I'm thinking of naming it just Guga instead of Google Gaga. Like Google Gaga is very very long. I'm thinking Guga, like Guga, like Guga. Sorry, like Guga. I think Guga would be a nice name, but let me do what I wanted to do first. Copy, paste. Let's first of all delete this. You see, with this, the name is so long, right? The name is so long. But if we change the name to Guga, so we'll just say Guga, Guga for babies. Or if the G, Oga, nah. Okay, I think I'm loving this. Take for example now we have these ones, right? We would use it to copy this color code here, right? And this we copy this color code and use it like this. This is this is already, we've done something here, guys. I feel like I just end the video here. Like we have actually done a brand identity. Like this is Google clothing. Like I don't even need to struggle so much, right? I don't need to struggle so much here. So I'm trying to get that center point. Okay, so I was trying to get the center points. Let me group this. So if you see this logo, won't you appreciate this? Right? You would seriously appreciate this. Like this is Google Gaga, and oh my god. Okay, so the name is very long, so I'm just going to name the product Guga. So I'm naming the thing Guga, right? So we're going to come here and we're going to name it Guga. Wow, are we not just done? Like done? Okay, so naming this Guga is actually very nice, but I need to try check for some certain things. Um, I need to I need to check for some things. I need to check for some things. So, for example, we're gonna do a brand guide. So I'm still gonna be going around all this kids stuff. Like I feel like this could be a brand I would want to I'd want to spend more time fine tuning. Like, do you see this? I can even do something like this. Like, I am thinking of even using this as a portfolio. Like, I'm enjoying the logo. We are going to keep this. We're going to put this in dump. Like in every design I do, I used to have what we call dump. Dump, let's say dump, dump. So I have dump. So anything I don't use, we would send it move to dump. So if I move to dump, and then we've created this, and to me, this is actually very, very cute. So we've created this, and we have our Goga, Goga clothing. So if we want to do like clothing something, I don't know if um let's see. This is pure white, right? This is pure white. Should we try something different? Okay. Should we try something different? Hmm. I don't want to put the teddy bear. I don't want to animate the teddy bear. I just want it to be this simple without doing so much to it. So now let's look into the research. Like so now this one, this oh wow, okay. I think what we've even done, it's much cuter than this. Like it's much cuter than this. So I think ours will start branding it. So let's create a style guide for it, so just in case anybody needs or want to know how to create a style guide. So we are going to make use of presentation, not presentation. Okay, yeah, we can actually use presentation. Mm, oh, still the same size. So now I like my baby here. So if I say let me put this in the middle. Okay. So this guy, I've centralized it for me. Good. So I have to create different styles, right? So if I have this, I need to have a different one in a different background. Wow. Is this an inspiration for me to go and start? Let me check if someone has taken this name, Goga. Let me check if someone has taken this name. Let me go to hostinga.com. If someone has not taken it, maybe probably I may go into the baby clothing brand like I am. I don't know. I just became so excited about doing it. But I think someone may have done a logo like that. I guess it's more like a teddy bear. But for me, I used it from her, this stuff here, picked here, the face, the tongue, you get, and the smile. That's cute. Okay, so let's check if this thing is available. Let's check if it's available. Coming down to where is your hosting? Where's your domain? Okay, this is it. So let's check if that is available. Google.com. Even if the .com is even taken, I wouldn't mind. I can go to gogaclothing.com because at least that is going to be like an SEO thingy that would help us later on in the future, right? So let's leave that. I'm not building the real site. So let's see. So I'm gonna look for a picture in free pick to use. Okay, so baby clothing. I should just search baby. I think yesterday it was baby I searched. Yeah, baby. I think I searched baby. Yep, and I saw all these cuties. I think, let me see if I would see the baby I chose the other day. Oh, you're so cute and innocent, right? So, okay, let me see if I can find her. Actually, used her yesterday. Let me see. Yes, let me see if I can get more of. Oh, yeah. Okay, okay, no, this is premium. This is a dad. Okay, this is premium. This is premium. Okay, let me just get this. Let me get this. Imagine I can put a story behind this that the clothes were inspired by her, right? It would have been nice. It's gonna be nice. Like, oh, these clothes were being inspired by her. That would be very nice. Okay, so this is not bad. This is good. So now the first thing here is going to, the first picture is always going to be um a full blown picture of the whole stuff. So we're going to go to downloads and let's pick this, and we are going to add, let's give it like 40. Yes, and we are going to take this too. Yeah, so now this is what I'm thinking, because we may be dealing with a lot of dark backgrounds. Let's see, let's change the position. Say for example, now these three were bearing this, and this was now this. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. Looking at it, I'm looking at it, trying to see. Okay, so this is not needed. So, but let me try something, because I think we might have issues when it comes to dark. So that's why the brand would have different colors for different places. So say for example now something like this, we're definitely going to have white. So we're definitely going to make this white, right? Let's zoom into it. Definitely going to make this white. And let's see. Yeah. But what if, I think this should do it. Subtract. Yeah. Okay, then we have our Goo Goo Gaga, our Guga clothing brand. Yay. Okay, so I think the distance between should come close. Yeah, so our Guga clothing brand. Let's try other images. Okay, not bad. Not bad, but could be improved. No, I don't think this would do the job. No, that's not it. So I think this one has too many noise. It would have been nice, right? So let's leave this for now. Let's leave this for now. So I might have to do some. I might have to just, since we have this, we have our logo, we have our logo in black and white, we have our color guide. So we are going to be picking, let's see what we can pick from our brand identity. Right, so this particular brand identity, we don't need to do so much like this because we are not sending it out or anything. We might come back later for the whole shenanigans. So we are now going to be working on we're going to be now working on the website structure, because I think we have the most important things that we want, right? So I think that's what we're going to do next. So I really like this as an inspiration. So I think I have this is my notepad. I just hope. Yeah, I'm coming. Let me open my notepad. Okay, yes. So now there are some inspiration I picked up few days ago. So I am going to pull them up. So I'm going to close down. Let me add this one to my inspiration board. Yes, I used to have mood boards or mood links to get inspired, right? So I'm going to close this. We don't need 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 this. Okay, we will still leave this, but for now we are just focusing more on, let's close this. We don't need this again. We don't need this. This was during our research phase, so we are kind of done with this. So we have the logo in different styling, all okay. Okay, good. So now we have the logo in all the original color. Then we have it in white, and we're also gonna have it in, let's say, all black. Should we do all this? Nah. We're going to use a soft black. Okay, I think this guy here. Yes, we're going to have this. There's a reason why. So we are going to build a structure for our own landing page. So I think few weeks ago we actually built a landing page that's for our site, but this time around we're going to be doing a wireframe, right? So let's take a look again, a closer look. We have this. Typography is going to be so I think there's another page. Let me open Figma here. Okay. Come in. I need to open it here just in case there's something sensitive like client's work I need not to show. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I've seen what I'm looking for. So here we have box flux. So we may be using some things from here, but this time around we're just building a wireframe structure, right? We're not doing something so serious. So we have done the brand guide, then what next? What next? What next, guys? The brand guide is looking okay. So we have our colors here, main colors. We have our logo, something quick, something nice. Then we are going to now build the landing page. So we're going to be using inspirations from here. So, but we are going to build a separate stuff. So now, there's a reason why I want to take this header, because this header, shall I just take this one? Let's take this one. Let's just take, since this one is a wireframe, so I'm going to paste it here, because the reason why I'm taking this wireframe is it has some components I might need, but I'm not going to use this all gradients. I'm trying to just get everything from here down. Let me just see everything from here down. I am removing. So we are removing all these guys here, everything. So we're clearing everything. We're starting from scratch. So like I said, we are going to take some inspirations, and we're going to take inspirations from these sites. Let's open it. Okay, I think we've already collected this inspiration. So I want to paste it here. So this is our wireframe. This is our wireframe. So okay, okay. I think I'm not done with this. I'll just leave it in one side. Then we're going to focus more on this. So now this is just going to be we're going to call it Goga wireframe. So in as much trying to you know make sure I don't know what this is. Let me just remove it for now. If there's any need for us to have it, we would have it. So this is the site. Trying to see if we can use this as an inspiration to what we want to do. Right. So we would have something here, then we'll have a very big picture of a baby here, then probably either here or here, then we would have the three top collections. So let's see what we can do. So we will not have anything here, right? So I'm going to just remove this and put it aside. So I don't need this header. I prefer this header. Let me copy it so I just get almost the right thing. So remember, this is just us vibing to this container. Okay, so I'm going to label all that because I don't think everything there should be, yeah. Okay, good. So we have that, everything. Then anything that has to do with blue, just change it to black for now. Okay, so why I'm having black is we've not started building the site, so a lot of these things might change. I prefer even having, yeah, so we're having this color, and I think there is a logo there, so I'm just going to have the Google Gaga dark. Okay, Control G, Control copy, paste to replace. I know it's going to be large, it's going to be large. Yeah, I was just pulling its leg. So we're going to have it, but we're not going to have this style since we're going to be using this as our inspiration. So we are just going to have the icon here. I'm thinking we have the logo here, few pages here, then we'll have the shop icon and whatnots in the other side. So I keep opening. If I need this, I'm going to open it so I don't keep opening it. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to switch. Yeah. Oh, I didn't put all these guys in a container, so it's looking like okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to Control G. I'm just going to put them here. Don't worry, this is just our wireframe. It's not like the real deal. So we have this. This is a wireframe. Then we would have a background here. A background here. Background here. Let me just do this. Okay, we'll have a background here, but I think this would reduce a little bit. Yeah, I prefer this color. Okay, So then we're going to have a text, and let's say one button. Let your baby grow into this. So we're going to call it let your baby grow into this. Note, it's not a real thing yet, but we are going to just use this. So this is where we are going to have the background. So if you check this baby site, so we are going to have this. I think this had different styles. Let me check if this is part of what I'm looking for. So I think it had a baby style, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to have this. So this is going to be, then there's going to be a button here. Let's see, shop now. Yeah, we're going to have a shop now button. Start shopping. Start shopping. Yeah, we're going to have something like this here. We would have this for the baby. So this is more like we structuring the whole thing. I'm gonna have something like this. Then okay, this is for the, let's check this. Then okay, nah. I think the original one that we had was much better than every other thing. So we can also, let me try something. Yeah, okay. So we can have this like, okay, this is going to be where the baby would be doing whatever needs to be done. So it's going to be something like this, something like this. Okay, so this is where the baby stuff would be. And I think testimonials just need here to be somehow somewhat clean. Okay, so we'll have the baby stuff here. Then we would have some collections here. So we're gonna have a text holder. So we're going to have a text holder here, and this text holder, we are going to reduce the size to this size. Okay, no, that was not size, that was that's line height. So we're going to just reduce this to somewhere around 32, nothing too much. Then this one, let's say 3 collections. Okay, let's try 3. Can we try 3? Let's try 3 collections. Just so this is just a placeholder, nothing too biggie. Remember, there is a, we have this guy protecting and watching over us. Okay, I think this is it here. Okay, so we have this. I think we are, since we are using this, then we have some right up here. It demonstrates. So we'll reduce this ones to like 20. Should we just give it to 10? Okay, so and these guys would be, we're going to be using popping poppins for them. Okay, so text holder, text holder. So this is going to be the collection. So this is going to be the hero section. This is going to be where, then here the product, this is going to be, no, we don't want this. Then the product will be here now. So yes, I like, I like the products here. So now here is going to now be where the product is going to now display. So this could be any way. This is going to be the product. So this is going to hold the products and an amount. Let's use this. And let's use this. So this is going to be around $30. Let's just say 299. Okay. So this is more like the pricing section. So or the products per se. So we're just going to delete this. Nothing too much. Yeah. We're going to have this. Okay. So looking at this, is anything? Well, okay, we can have something like this to just talk about some few things. Talk about the collections. Okay, okay, yes. I'll look at this inspiration, then we'll come to another inspiration. So yeah, we can have something like that. Let's remove this. So we'll have something like that. Then we'll have a box on it that would say something different. Sorry. We're going to have this. Then we're going to have a placeholder. Uh, I just have some some text there. Let me just copy this. All right, so there's no harm in copying. It's just a placeholder text. We're gonna copy it again. Okay. So all these empty spaces are more like backgrounds. You get, so all these empty spaces are more like backgrounds. We'll reduce this to around this. Okay. I don't know why it gives it this weird spacing. Okay, so now we have this, right? Then we could have a button there. So this is just giving us more like an idea of what we want to do. Okay, so I'm thinking we would I think this is actually nice. And let's curve this a little bit. So, so we have something like this here. So after, oh geez, what did I do? I think I just made a mistake. Okay, let me just copy this first. I think I just deleted all the pricing I did. Wow, how did I make that mistake? Jeez, how did I make that mistake? Paste here. Wow, that was a very crazy mistake. Okay, so more like here would be like categories. Then here would be like top products, right? Then here would be like just a snippet of that product and some other information that might be needed. Okay, so let me add these guys from Instagram. Okay, So I think apart from that page, I don't need any other page again from this. Yeah. Yes, testimonial. What customers are saying. I think this is nice. This is nice. I think we're going to copy their testimonial section to just inspiration. So their testimonial section, how did they do it? Okay. We're going to use this style, all right? So we're just going to copy it here so that I will not delete. So this is more like this is what we call wireframing. So before you build any website, right, you would do some wireframing in order for you to know what you are doing and make sure what you are doing makes sense. So I am trying to look into this to study this. It has a cycle. Apart from having a cycle, it has okay, star star star. Okay, let's do this. I don't think, okay, it's a combination of this and this. So I'm just going to push this here. Then here would just be like, you know, this is still good. I'm just going to delete it. Then I'm just going to use a cycle here. So this is just a placeholder for us to know what we are doing. Okay, then we have, okay, let's just bring this here. We'll centralize them. Then make sure they're in the middle. Yeah, I know this text is not in the middle. Yeah, and this guy too is not in middle text. So I'm going to elongate this and let's see. Okay, we have star star star. Okay, yeah, sometimes I don't just know to zoom in. Okay, so we have this, and we have a mini star here. Stars are always like 5 stars. 5 star just reminds me of GTA. Okay, so while there, live. Okay. Oh, branding logo. Let's see if this thing will change. Branding wireframe. I'm checking something. Wireframe. Okay, so I am trying to save this. Let me see. Okay, so we're going to come here and we are going to change this. So this is here, this is, so no, we have to bracket all this together. Let's group them. We might already did it when we start to build the main thing. We're going to place them here. So once we place them here, we'll just duplicate it. So if you're just joining, this is we building a wireframe. So this is just a wireframe structure. So we have few sections that we need and important sections that we need from the design. Yeah. Okay, so um just trying some things. Yeah, trying to see some things to see if it's going to work. Okay, so now we have this, and let's come down to check. So there's a newsletter stuff here, and the newsletter is something that we could add to our own. So we could add that to our own site. Let's see if that would be nice. We'll add that to ours. So in order to get that coming, let me set up some certain things. And I'm going to be with you guys in a jiffy. I'm only checking out some things to make sure everything is working very well. So I am going to bring this one down here. Right. And what do we have here? Sign up, yada yada. Let me zoom in so you guys see what I'm doing. Sign up. Is that all caps? I usually don't like all caps. Okay. Okay, so I might have to check some certain things. So I want to make sure everything is working as it should. Okay, so um here we have some stuff. So just trying to figure out. So we have a chat box or something here. Okay, okay, email. So we'll just randomly draw a box there to signify email. Then I think we have a logo, a button here. So just drag this button. So this is a wireframe, so you don't have to panic. All right, you don't have to panic. So we're going to change this color to this. I think this is the one that I've been using. Okay, okay, it picked the right color. It picked the right color. So it picked the right color. Okay, so I'm just going to centralize it here. So at least we've gotten an inspirations from this, the email. Let's see if I think we had one other inspiration here. Let's see this. Let's copy, open a new tab, and let's paste. Okay, it's loading. Let's see what it's going to give to us. Okay, so almost the same style, almost the same style, almost the same style, almost the same style. Okay, I think we are onto something. Then let's, I think it was the last one. I copied that day when I was doing research. Let's just paste it in, let it load. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's still the same thing with the one I had. Why did this thing change? Still the same thing with the one I had. Come on, let me check this if it's the same thing with the one I had. Let me check this other one. Okay, this site is not bad. It's not bad, but they look kind of almost look alike in a way. I think we might have to go to the Shopify store to check out some certain things. Okay. I'm trying to get to see something here. Okay. Okay. So I was trying to connect to our IG. That is why you've been seeing me with the little pauses in between. It wasn't really, going. So those of you from IG, welcome. And so what's on YouTube, we've already been here for a while. That's like since over 57 minutes, right? So I'm going to check. I think for the baby site, we're going to come here. So based on what we've built, this is the sample. So this is more like a sketch. We've had our hero section, category, product. Um, let's see. So we're going to be picking some inspirations from here. And let me just click on baby and kids industry. Let's see. So kids, so this is a kids site as an inspiration. So kids on as an inspiration. I'm trying to see. Okay, so nothing so much, nothing too. Okay, let me click on view demo because if I click on view demo, sometimes this thing run away in a funny way, though. It just runs away. Okay, it's loading. Okay, so this is for kids, almost the same style. Here is the then whatnots here. So okay, okay, almost the same idea that we got. So I think we are kind of done. Then the footer, we all know that there's always going to be a footer, right? So we are just going to, I think we're just going to randomly open Figma here, and we're going to create a footer. Okay, we're going to check for, so we're going to copy one of the footer in box flux here. We're going to use it. So at least we have our structure here. We have our logo, then we have Google Gaga Incorporation, so a company made by Google Gaga. You get the logic. Okay, let's check if this is opened. So, okay, yes, we need this footer. We may not use this footer in particular. We may not be going for this footer, but I just want to signify a footer here. So to just close this site. So we're just going to be going for a home page. Let's just close this. Yeah, let's just paste here, and yeah. So though when we start building the real thing, we would use the real footer for this. So looking at I think we are almost having everything that we need. Then let's delete this, we don't need this. Then we might have an about us, right? So let's check in for some about us shenanigans. Okay, so these websites, do they have about us? Let's check. FAQ gifts, our theme. I think they do. I think they do. So just talking about their co-founder, their team, our story. Okay, more times it's just more like their story. Yeah. Okay. Huh. I'm gonna think about how they do this timeline of everything. I'm seeing this timeline of recent. I'm gonna check if WordPress have the ability. They should be able to have the ability to do that. So let's go for clean. Let's just see if it's gonna be a baby site. So we're going to. This is going to be like the home page. The home. Then this is going to be like the about us. This is going to be like the about us. Okay. This is more like a jewelry style. This is more like a jewelry style. So this is going to be more like an about us. So we're going to use some similar things. So I'm just going to pull up, just leave this. So I'll delete this. I'll delete this. For the about us, we'll just have something talking about the babies and some little stuff. So let me just bring this down. Okay, let's leave this because this will talk about the baby. And okay, let's delete this. Then here there would be content here, and let's zoom in so that we would see what we are doing. Then just bring this here, bring this here, bring this here. Let's remove this. Let's click on text. This doesn't do Laura Ipsum directly. Um, we write Lauren Ipsum, just make it shorter. AI could be funny at times. Okay, yeah, I think there's gonna be another video I might do with crazy AIs on Figma. Like, I actually did see some certain things that make changes more casual and long. Did I spell long? No. Okay, yeah. So there's one time I saw this AI did something. Is it first draft? Shorten. No. Let me click on an empty space. There's something I saw here a few days ago. I think I'm going to do a video on it. Translate, copy Figma slides. Okay, if you have a design, right? If you have a design, you can tell it to look for more, like look for more of that kind of design for you, Like it was something actually very interesting. I was like, okay, this is gonna be good in some certain ways for some certain things. So we have this. So let me show you. I think it's happened with one of my designs. Let me bring in a design here. Let me show you that features because I was like, wow, that is lovely. So if I have an existing design, let's say if I go to my downloads and I bring this design to my Figma, where are you here? Just paste it here. And you can tell it to find more, like literally find more about this. When you click on find more, it's going to look for designs that are very, very similar to what you've done. Like, isn't that amazing? From the Figma community, though, you find it from the Figma community. So, yeah. So I was like, man, that is actually a very, very nice feature. So we would have something like a placeholder here that we're talking about something like the baby, and we'll have something like this. Not so much. I don't want to do so much on this page because we have a lot. This video has a lot coming up, right? It has a lot coming up. So I think this thing, yes, I was about to say that it has a so about, and these are the two pages that are very important. So I don't want to do so many shenanigans here because the video has a lot of stuff that we are going to be bringing in. So today we're able to do, we designed the Gaga logo. This is this was very, very funny logo, and we're able to create the wireframe, which is one of the most important thing that I really liked about today. And we're able to create a wireframe, right? So these are the three things we've done today. So either tomorrow or next, I'm going to still let you guys know if we're going to come online because I have some meetings tomorrow I need to attend to, so I need to really prepare for them. So we would build, and I'm thinking again, I might build the Figma, like build it as a normal video so it could reach a lot of persons and not just being live, right? So let me know what your thoughts are on this design. So for this, I feel like this baby, we're actually building a baby site. So if you're just joining, we're building a baby site and we are trying to build a baby e-commerce site where you can buy baby clothes, yada yada, and you know, enjoy yourself. Nothing too much, nothing too crazy, something very, very, very simple and direct. So we've built three sections. This is a wireframe where we have the hero section, the category section, the top product section. We have, something talking about the product a little bit, the reviews, sign up footer, but we may change this footer. This is on the footer that we might be going with. We might be going with another footer, right? So yeah. So looking at this, I think let me just still go around. Let's me see if we've not forgotten anything. So we might change the style when we are doing the main thing. So we are going to, I'm going to write here the text. So we're going to pick the text from here. We're going to be using popping. So I'm just going to be copying this. We're going to be copying this and we're going to paste it here. So when it's time for our design, so all of this is already, yes, they all have, I don't know if I can deselect more than one item at a time. No, I wish I can deselect, because when I mean deselect, I have to, tap on these ones one after the other. It's chaotic. So this is how we create our style guide in Figma. I'm going to be showing you guys how I am doing that and how I am going to do that. So yeah. Okay, so I'm disconnecting them. If there was a simpler way of doing that, I would, let me see what it says. This is detached style. Let me select more than one, right click, and move. Is there anything like detach plugins, manage plugins, widgets? There's nothing like detach stuff, so we have to manually detach it. So except maybe someone knows if there's anything like detach style in Figma. I have not come across it yet. Okay, so we're going to all change this to what do they call them? They are all inter, but we're going to change them to popping because we're using popping as our. So I'm just creating the style guide here. So I'm going to select everything. Everything is saying inter, so I'm going to put popping, right? So poppins. So I think I'll be playing around with poppins and seeing how they're going to be doing. So once I'm done, I'm going to create a style guide out of this poppins. Yep. So this is what we're going to be using. So we have our color, we have our text. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else are we missing? We have our logos. Is there anything that we're missing? You only use frame and shapes for wireframes, or you would use auto layout and variables for making responsive and easy control. Yes, definitely. When I am building the real thing, I would use auto layout and variables. So that is, if you notice, that is why I am creating all this. So this is just a wireframe. But when it comes to auto layout, I am 50-50 on that guy, right? It's not like I don't love auto layout. I love it big time, but especially when my primary goal is to build a website directly, I tend to just go direct without using auto layout because at the end of the day, I'm still going to build it in Figma, build it in WordPress or something. You get. So Maga, I don't know how the first name. I don't know how to pronounce it. That's I think Prithvi. If I pronounce it correctly, let me know. So Prithvi, yeah, I would definitely use variants and some other things. Then auto layout is a 50-50 because of time. When it comes to time sensitive stuff, I dodge it a little bit. Yeah, but if you have the time and if it's professional and a very large project that use response, auto response or mobile responsiveness, yes, go with auto layout. Yeah. Um. Okay, so we're going to be creating our bot. I'm going to be picking some things from here because I think in this other project we did some things. Yeah, we're going to be picking icons. I don't know if we're going to be using any icons. I'm trying to see what the reusable things that I can use from this other old project. Because one thing with design is always find time to create reusable components. Not every time you would have to, be building things from scratch. You get. So yeah, try as much as possible. So now everything here was created with Figma, and we will be building the main thing. So let me know what you guys think about this logo. I think it's nice, simple, plain. Yeah. Okay. So I think if okay, so you will make desktop only frame or for mobile device also. Okay, for the tutorial, I may only stick to web because sometimes, especially when I'm doing something fast, um, building the mobile is not bad at all. But if I'm going to do that in WordPress, it's just going to defeat the purpose. It's just like doing things double, right? But if I'm just doing a Figma tutorial, like no WordPress, anything, yes, the mobile responsiveness and the what do they call it? Yes, the mobile responsiveness and desktop and tab responsiveness has to be on point. But when I'm building it in Elementor or Gutenberg, I don't stress myself on Figma because I'll still do the same thing on Elementor and Gutenberg. So I just do the whole thing. So once I get my desktop, it's always very easy to do the mobile. But the only good thing doing the mobile on Figma would be is especially when you want to get some image resizing, um, and everything. Yes, that is going to be when it's going to be nice to have it on Figma. Yes, it helps you do that. So yeah, thanks for the question. So I'm still trying to see if I'm not forgetting anything for today. So I checked this had clean, bright. Let's try groovy. Let's try groovy. Okay, groovy is not too bad, but I don't think I can pick anything from here. Okay, so this static thing is another thing. So I may spend some days on either Elementor and doing some types of magic trick. It's called a magic trick, right? So I'm not feeling this groove. I'm not feeling this groove. I'm not feeling the groove. Okay, I think almost all Shopify websites. Let me Google top baby clothing brand in the world. That is one thing I didn't do. I didn't research that. Okay, Gap, Anna and Anderson baby clothing. I like this. I like this logo. I like the way. If you check the favicon here, you could see the way they did the logo. Accept all. So there's something I've noticed with real websites that have high traffic. You tend to not see all those. Like if you check now, this site actually took us straight to the baby clothing, and it was actually very nice. I love these mama and papas. Like, geez, this is actually very nice. So, and good thing I like about this, okay, let's see if it's going to open the, I want to see the landing page. I want to see how it looks like. So I'm looking for inspiration on how to improve our own existing designs and see what we can add or remove on our wireframe. Okay, so if I go down here, so you could see one thing with real, like I was saying, real life sites, they just go straight to the main thing. Like you see the products, no time because users have few seconds to spend. So you see different things, maybe bed sheets, all this other stuff. Let me save this site. I think I would. I'm gonna use this as another inspiration when I'm doing the live site. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually very nice. Let's check this list. Okay. So I think okay, they've not started to list them. Best in overalls, best in overalls, Andy and Monica. I think we've passed one. Okay, yes, okay. Hannah Anderson actually was a baby's clothing brand. I actually thought it was just Hannah Anderson. Going through this website is making me feel like to open a baby brand website for clothing. Oh, okay. Yeah, you could see how almost chaotic they could be. So they just have lovely children, but I think these ones are not just for baby or kids. These are also for very nice. See how their homepage is very simple. I think sometimes some of us just want to kill ourselves with so many informations in our websites. When you work with real websites, you find real data. Like they don't have that time to start doing so many shenanigans. Just go directly, see the product, see the pricing. They just want you to get that product as fast as they can, right? And I think most of them, if you see the past two websites, they are doing lots of sales here. So you could see this one straight up direct to see the product. That's why in ours, immediately we had the hero sections. We just had categories, top categories. Then we have our product, top product, straight up. Nothing to play around with, right? So it's also good, very good to look into inspirations when building your own website. Okay, as you can see here, this is very nice. This is very nice. Okay. Okay. I think this, let's just check two more, then we'll call it a day. He's just trying to check if we are in line with almost what everybody is, kind of doing, and seeing if, this is Mori. 10 years anniversary. Wow. I don't think in Nigeria, I don't know if there is any. I'm gonna check though. Oh, baby pajamas. This is very nice. This is actually very nice. Okay. Okay. Let's just check two more and we are done. This is the second to the last. I think the top five should say more about. I think I kind of like this. I like the color they played around with. There's lots of whites. Oh, Jackie and Jack. Okay, Jane and Jack. Where did I see Jackie? Jane and Jack. Okay. So Jane and Jack is not that bad, but man, if you're not careful, this is chaotic at times, bro. Okay. Okay. I think that should be the last. I said that's gonna be our last, right? Okay, this should be our last. I think owning a baby clothing brand is gonna be very nice. Small little humans. So this is the last one that we're going to review. Okay, what's wrong with you? Let's open another one if it's not opening. Young Days. Huh, I'm tempted to see what this has. Okay. Young Days. Oh, Young Days is similar to one of the ones we just opened. I think this one, they're kind of, no, they're all of them are kind of similar anyway. Yeah. In Young Days and this. Okay, so you could see just something very immediate, see everything. Okay, I think that's quite enough. So this is what we have. We've done wireframe, we've done logo, and we've done a few things, and we will be ready to start building the website. So thank you everyone. Thanks to everyone who has been here and who is watching. See you guys in our next video. Bye for now.